Welcome to the Lotus Richey Ignite Show. We are here to inspire and empower you and ignite the fire of success within you so that you can ignite and take flight in every area of your life. We are here tonight with another great show with another powerful influencer that is intended to be here just for you. Hello and welcome back to another phenomenal show of the Lotus Richey Ignite Show. And tonight I've got a double dynamic duo here with me all the way from Canada. You are going to be delighted because we are going to help you understand the Greatness Trilogy. And as you know, all week I've been talking with various people from all over the world, and we've been talking about mindset and how we can change our mindset to change our life, not only in our personal lives, but also in our business life, so we can expand our reach and increase our revenue. But most importantly, to increase the very blessings of God right inside ourselves by understanding ourselves, understanding how we think and why we think the way we think. Because after all, we've all heard it said, so as a man thinks, so is he. And so tonight I have some wonderful folks with me. So I'm going to go ahead and say, come on in, get in where you fit in, because I've always got room around my table for you. Why? Because I am bringing inspiration to every nation, and I am at a nation near you. So come on in. And I know many of you are probably saying, hey, Lotus, what's in your cup tonight? What's in your cup? Well, I'm not going to be drinking out of a cup for right now. But I've got something that I'll show you in a second. But you go ahead and grab your cup. Tonight, I'm drinking Izumia water. It has hydrogen in it. It's hydrogenized water. And this is my Izumio. And like I always say, it's hydrogenized water. I show up all the time. Everywhere I go, people say, Lotus, what are you drinking? This is Izumio. It's hydrogenized water. Why do I drink hydrogenized water? Is because the hydrogen in the water, it breaks the blood-brain barrier and it helps my cells get hydrated at a faster rate so that my body can kind of heal itself, if you will, or help me overcome. Many of you know I live a very busy life. You see me several times a week here on the broadcast. So, of course, I have to take something that's going to help me, help myself ignite and take flight. So come on in, get in where you fit in. And when you come in, let us know where you're joining in from. So I've got Dr. PPP, Pravin Patel, all the way from Canada. Make sure, Dr. PPP, you put in where you're coming in from, okay? Because we definitely want to let people know where you're coming in from. And don't forget, like, share, start a watch party. Like, share, start a watch party. Like, share, start a watch party. And run and tell somebody about this phenomenal broadcast tonight. And of course, we are getting right into it. I've got two phenomenal special guests, and they are here all the way from Canada. They're happy to be here with us. And so with no further ado, I'm going to help my guests come to you. And now listen, if you have any questions, make sure you put your questions in the comment below, because I'm putting my guests in the hot seat for you. They are power packed. They are entrepreneurs. They are super smart of the smart, and they are here to help you build your business with your heart. So as I get ready to go and grab them, I see we've got Angela Elting all the way from Washington, D.C. Thank you so much, Angela, for joining us. And go ahead, like, share, and start a watch party and run and tell somebody that Lotus Richey Ignite Show is here. And tonight we're talking about the Greatness Trilogy. And if you don't know what the Greatness Trilogy is, you will soon know. So I say go ahead and stick around, because we are getting ready to get this show started. And you are going to be so happy that you stuck around. So while you're coming in, go ahead. I always say get your notepad and pen. And I'm going to grab my notepad. This is a notepad. And then I always grab my pen. Why? Because note takers are money makers, and note takers are change makers. So I welcome you to be a change maker too. And so without further ado, I'm going to get my guests and bring them right back to you. Be right back.
Mes femmes et mes hommes de valeur, bonjour. Je voudrais vous parler aujourd'hui d'un sujet qui me tient à cœur et que je sais qui intéressera nombreux d'entre vous. C'est l'auto-sabotage en amour. Alors,
are you a motivational speaker? Do you want to take your life to the next level?
Please welcome my guests, Mr. and Mrs. Charles and Carol Torturette. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello.
Good to see you and happy to have you here today.
thank you. The same for us.
We're so excited to be here. Thank you so much for the opportunity, Lotus.
Thank you
Well,
so much, Lotus, for the opportunity.
my pleasure. My pleasure. Well, folks, I want to get right into the interview tonight because they both have so much wealth of knowledge, experience, and love and power to share with us tonight. So we are going to get right in. So come on in and get in where you fit in, because I've always got room around my table for you. Why? Because we are bringing inspiration to every nation under the sun. So we're going to get right into it tonight. We have two phenomenal people. They are a power couple. They are the dynamic duo. And first, let me tell you a little bit about Carol. Carol's a coach. She's a wife. She's a mother. She's a grandmother. And she's also the founder of the Academy of Divine Couple Builders, ABCD. She's a life coach and she specializes in restoration and development of couples. And of course, I said they are a dynamic duo. Her husband, her best friend, the love of her life, none other than Mr. Charles. He is the founder and CEO of the Greatness Trilogy. He's an author and he's the creator of Global Africa Day. That's what I said. He's the creator of Global Africa Day. And we're going to share with you a little later what Africa Day is and how he created it. So let's get right into it. So Carol, I'll let you go first. Again, I want to thank both of you for being here. And I just want you to tell a little bit more about yourself. I know I gave you a great introduction, but please let the folks know a little bit more about who you are and what you do. And then Charles, you're in the hot seat next.
Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to talk to the world tonight. Once again, thank you. I feel so blessed to be there tonight. So I'm Coach Carol, and I'm going to speak in French because of our French followers too. Alors, je suis Carole Kitoko, Carole Chorere, mon nom d'épouse. Je suis coach de vie. Je suis mère, épouse et grand-mère, en fait. Et donc, je m'occupe donc des femmes. J'ai décidé de m'occuper des femmes. Je les forme, en fait. Et on en parlera un peu plus au courant de l'émission.
And of course, today I'm the translator as well. So I just want to say that Carol said, for those who understand French, Carol just said that she's Coach Carol. She's the mother, she's the grandmother as well, and she's happy to be here today. And her business she's coaching women, teaching them how to unleash the potential in them, because she believes that women have great potential and she helps them to unleash that potential.
J'accompagne également les couples qui ont besoin de restauration. Je les accompagne à vivre le bonheur, parce que le bonheur est dû pour tout le monde. C'est l'abondance, ça fait partie de l'abondance. Et c'est ce que je veux que les femmes aujourd'hui sachent, qu'il est possible de vivre le bonheur en couple, mais aussi de vivre le bonheur seul. Ce n'est pas parce qu'on est seul qu'il faut se sentir abandonné par soi-même, mais non, c'est possible d'être heureuse même seule. Donc, j'accompagne les femmes seules et les couples.
She also deals with couples. No, that's the mainstream of her business. She deals with couples. She helps them to have a powerful and successful marriage. And for those who are not married, she also helps them to prepare for marriage, because so many young girls and so many young men want to get married, but they don't always know how to do it, and she gives them the ingredients to do that. And this is just fantastic because she just enjoys it, and she's happy to see the result that she's getting right now.
Yes, I love it. And so I want to know a little bit more about you as well, Charles. Can you tell us a little bit more about you as well?
Okay, I'm Charles, and for those who follow me on Facebook, maybe some of them who are watching us right now already seen me on Facebook. I'm a coach, I'm a motivational speaker, and I'm also an entrepreneur. And I have Africa in me. I love Africa, and I believe that one thing that I also do and I strongly believe in is to give Africa the opportunity to write our own story. That the history of Africa has to be rewritten by us. To actually for us to embrace it, to make it a part of us. And this is one thing that I really enjoy, and we'll talk about it later. And I'm also the creator of the Greatness Trilogy. It's a concept that's so powerful, which is actually the title of my book, my latest book. And I will give more details later on that. And I'm also the creator of Africa, a heaven on earth continent.
All right, fantastic. I love it. And see, you saw me flash earlier, folks. Note takers are money makers. So go ahead and get your notepad and your pen, and go ahead and share this broadcast. Share this broadcast. Why? Because if you don't, you will wish that you had. Because my dynamic duo tonight, they're going to share with you some loves, some pains, and some joys. And I'm going to give you 30 seconds to get your notepad and pen, because it's time to win. Because like I said, it's time to come on in and get in where you fit in, because I've always got room around my table for you, because we are bringing inspiration to every nation. And it just so happens that we are coming from Canada this evening. So we're going to give you 30 seconds to get your notepad and pen, because it's time to win. So come on in. Go ahead and grab your notepad and your pen, because note takers are money makers and note takers are change makers. So what are you going to be? A note taker, a money maker, and a change maker? Let's do it. All right. Fantastic. Fantastic. So I hope you got your notepad and your pen, because like I said, it's time to win, because note takers are money makers. And so I'm going right back to you, Carol. What inspired you to be on the show?
L'opportunité d'apporter ce que j'expérience moi-même, l'opportunité d'apporter aux femmes ce changement qu'on peut apporter dans notre vie, ce bonheur que l'on peut avoir parce que la vie, on peut la créer simplement et croire que tout est possible dans la vie, peu importe les difficultés. Et ce qui me fait plaisir d'être sur ce show, c'est aussi ce que tu présentes, ce que tu fais, qui franchement me touche beaucoup. Tu as toujours des invités hors marque qui apportent beaucoup. Alors, c'est ce qui m'apporte, c'est ce qui me pousse ce soir à être là. Et je te remercie encore infiniment pour l'opportunité que tu me donnes.
And of course, she's thanking you for giving her the opportunity to be on your show, because she's been watching you and she's been seeing the amazing people that you bring on your platform. And she always wished that she would be there, and then today there she is. She's so grateful for that. But also she's here because she has a message for women. She wants women to know that it's always possible to start your life again. Even though you went through some difficult time, could be a divorce, could be the loss of your husband or wife. It's always possible to start again. And she teaches women to do just that, to believe in themselves and to know that any day is a good day to start fresh again.
I love it. And I love that she shared with me in a private conversation that the three of us had, that she wanted to teach women it is possible. And here again today, she's sharing that message. So those of you, ladies out there, little girls, you have little girls, I have a fantastic coach. Coach Carol is going to give us some inspiring words today to help us understand that it is possible, and she can show us how. So Charles, What inspired you to be on the show today?
No, we've been speaking on and off, Lotus, and of course for me as well was, a great opportunity to be on your platform, and I wanted it, and it happened, and I'm so grateful for that. And I'm here today because I have a message for people. I have a message through the Greatness Trilogy, and what motivated me to be here today is the publishing of my book that was just released recently. There's a powerful message in it, and the message is around leadership, fitness, and spirituality. And I wanted to share that with the world for them to know that, in order for you to have a widely successful life, it's important for you to incorporate those three elements that can make a fundamental difference in your life. So we'll say more about it later.
Yes, I love it. So, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the Greatness Trilogy later on. Okay, so make sure you stick around for the Greatness Trilogy. You don't want to miss that. So with that being said, we're going to go right to the hot seat. So I'd like you to tell us a little bit more, Charles, about what the Greatness Trilogy is, because I know that it is made up of three elements. But first, tell us what the Greatness Trilogy is, if you will.
And I think to start, I want to just say something about greatness, because we all want to be great. We all want to be perceived as great. And I want to give a simple example. Let's suppose that you're in a classroom, you're in a class, and the teacher just starting class. And then the teacher says, who amongst you wants to be great? And I'm sure many hands were raised. People will say, yes, I want to be great, because we all want to be great. But just the definition is what the difference is in the definition we make of greatness, our understanding of greatness. You can have someone who managed to overcome an addiction, for example. For them, he's great because he managed to do that. But for other people, it's going to be something deeper than that, something that doesn't concern them personally, but something that they do that can have an impact on people out there. That's why I believe that changing the life of one person at a time is so important. And greatness is about that. Having a heart of service, starting looking to people to see where are the needs out there. What can I do as an individual to come and change the life of one person at a time, to bring them something that's going to make a difference in their life? And that message is in the Greatness Trilogy that shows you how you can do that, how you can succeed into being a great person.
Awesome. And I always say the come up is in the show up, and the grow up is also in the show up. And if you want to be great, you have to follow people who are already great so that they can help you be the Greatness Trilogy that you are designed to be. Because after all, like Charles said, we all want to be great. And, it is a deep accomplishment, something from deep inside that no one can take that from you. And so, Carol, I want to ask you, because I know that Charles wrote the book, The Greatness Trilogy, and I know during that process, you were around. During that process, you contributed to a part of his greatness as well, because I know you guys have a love story, some of pain, but mostly of victory. So I know for him to do the Greatness Trilogy, you were in there. So can you tell us about what Greatness Trilogy is to you?
The Greatness Trilogy, the Greatness Trilogy, I'm going to say it in French, c'est le concept que Charles a créé, qui réunit donc la spiritualité, le fitness et le leadership. Et on a besoin donc de spiritualité pour toute personne qui se lance, par exemple, en business, a besoin de spiritualité comme base fondamentale. Il a besoin de fitness, il a besoin d'être en santé, de se garder en santé, de se garder en forme pour pouvoir justement profiter des bénéfices de ce qu'il fait, de son activité. Et le leadership, voilà, tout le monde est un leader. Un chef de famille est un leader. Une mère de famille est un leader. Dans le business, on est un leader. Donc, on mène les troupes. Et on a besoin donc d'avoir ces trois éléments complètement en soi pour pouvoir se réaliser et aller de l'avant.
And also, she said that she's very, very happy that the book is out, and then her contribution was indeed very, very, very important because she was a great support to me. And she understands that for all of us, we all need to have spirituality as a foundation, in everything that we do. That this is the power above us that's going to help us stay focused on what we need to do, and also to have that heart of service that we all need to have. But fitness as well is so important because you need to be fit physically and mentally in everything that you do, because this is what we're going to help you go and deliver your message. Because if your mind is preoccupied with health condition or health situation, you won't be able to do that. And of course, leadership, we are all potential leaders. People just need to go and search inside of themselves all the ingredients they already have in order for them to unleash that leadership that's sleeping in them, just like waiting to be released.
Et je voudrais rajouter que je suis arrivée dans la vie de Charles. Le concept était déjà créé, établi. Je m'en sers moi actuellement dans mes programmes que j'offre aux femmes pour simplement les booster et les emmener donc à utiliser ce concept qui est utile simplement pour devenir la meilleure version de soi.
And I said, when she came into my life, the concept was already there. But now she's using that same concept in her own business to teach women how to apply the notion of leadership, fitness, and spirituality in everything that they do.
All right. I love it. And so we're going to put you guys back in the hot seat because you talked about the Greatness Trilogy, basically what it's about. But I know, and you've shared with everyone out there, that it's made up of 3 elements. And so we're going to ask you this question, but I don't want you to answer this question right now. I want to go to this question. I want to go to a quick commercial, and then I'm going to come back. Okay, I'm going to come back, and we're going to ask this. Now, folks, I want you out there to put in a comment below. If you like what you're hearing about this Greatness Trilogy already, go ahead and put it number 2 in the comment block below. And if you think you know what is the place of spirituality in their lives, I want you to put it in the comment block below as well. But when we come back, they're going to let us know about the trilogy and which of the spirituality, what is the place of spirituality in their life. Okay, we're going to talk about that when we come back. So sit back and relax, and we will be right back. Many people are trying to get in front of people on social media and don't know how, because they don't know how to live stream. Well, you've come to the right place at the right time. And if you want to get noticed, you need to see Lotus. So reach out to her at www.lotusigniteyou.com. That's www.lotusigniteyou.com, so that you can get in front of the people that need your services and your products today. If you're an entrepreneur and you are ready to live the dream in 2021, well, come on and get on board with the visibility strategist herself, the CEO of Unity in Service, where people need people, the phenomenal Patricia Rogers, as she presents Entrepreneurs Living the Dream 2021. It's an online event that you don't want to miss. There will be several opportunities for public speakers. Public TEDx speakers. You heard it right. Public TEDx speakers. Starting on February 25th, 2021, June 24th, 2021, October 21st, 2021, April 22nd, 2021, and August 26th, 2021. You don't want to miss this. Get at her at info@patriciarogers.com, info@patriciarogers.com, where Unity and Service, where people need people. I just love the music from that commercial. I love my company. We do those commercials, and I'm so happy that we created that one. It's amazing. And speaking of amazing, let's get right back into it, and let's go and talk to some of our viewers. Our viewers are coming in from all over the place. Of course, we saw Dr. PPP. He's here with us from Canada, and we see Angela Elton all the way from DC, and we have Vanetta Busby Murray, and she is coming in from the DMV, that is DC, Virginia area. Dorothy M. Ross, she's here with us. Dorothy, now you know how to come into the house. Let us know where you're coming in from, and welcome to all our French viewers. Tonight, we are doing the Lotus Richey Ignite show, because I always say, come on in and get in where you're fitting, because I've always got room around my table for you, because I'm bringing inspiration to every nation. So tonight, we are over in the nation of Canada. That's right. And so because we are in Canada, we are speaking French. That's right. We're speaking French tonight. So go ahead and tag your friends, tag your folks, and let them know that we have Coach Carol, and she's here tonight, and she's speaking French to us as she is coming in from Canada. And so we're going to take a quick sip and a pause for the cause, and then I'm going to let y'all know what's in my cup now. All right. Right now, I'm drinking some peach oolong tea. Very in Japan. I used to live in Japan. I love oolong tea. So, Charles, what are you drinking? I saw you take a sip out your cup.
I'm drinking, and that's all I drink. I drink hot water.
All right.
Hot water. That's what I drink every day. Winter, summer, hot water all the time.
Awesome. So, you know we want to know why. So, yes, tell us why you drink hot water.
That's very good for your digestive system, especially after eating. That helps your digestive system, and also it's good for your health in general. So
exactly,
I've been doing it for now almost like over a year.
Yes,
I don't drink cold water anymore, just hot water.
Yes, because it's actually harder for your body to digest the cold water. Studies have shown that. And so, Carol, what's in your cup tonight? Or are you sharing with Charles?
I have ginger and peach tea.
Ginger and peach tea. That's all right. See, she's got peach and I've got peach. And so we're going to go and expand our reach. Let's go right here. We've got Rosemary Sanchez all the way from Canada. Come on, Rosemary, put in there where you coming in from. We want to know. And Phyllis, there you go. Phyllis Weaver. She knows how to come into the house. She's coming in from Raleigh, North Carolina. Super happy to have you. And she says this is a great message. And then we ask folks to go ahead and put in a number 2, and people know what to do. So we've got Angela with her 2, and we've got the remarkable D-Boat, and she's here with us. She's got her 2 in. D, let us know where you're coming in from. Phyllis got her 2. Vanetta Murray, she's got her 2. And Dorothy M. Ross, she's got something. Whoa, look at here. See, Dorothy be listening. Dorothy be listening. So this is the question that we have Charles and Carol in the hot seat. We're talking about the trilogy and the spirituality piece. Where do they sit in the spirituality? So Dorothy said spirituality in becoming one in agreement for what they both want, even though they are working in different areas and they are two. Pow! There you go. And look, Dorothy said, you're not going to leave me out. I'm coming in from Chicagoland. And that's how you come in the house. Thank you, Dorothy. I appreciate it. So, wow. This is what Dorothy said. So, Carol, you and Charles want to shed some light on what Dorothy said? And then we want to go back into what you want to say about that question. Please go ahead.
Dorothy, thank you so much for this comment, because this is right into that you targeted the right thing here. And I think spirituality for Carol and I, it's so important, because I believe that we got together, we got to meet each other. That was not something that we planned. It happened.
Right.
I think the universe was on our side, because of what we may be going to discuss later. We went through some challenging times, and then going back into ourselves, not just reflecting on who we really are and what we really want, especially in terms of starting a new life again with someone. We had to go into a deeper spirituality for us to know if it was the right thing for us. And it happened, and then we're so happy for that. So spirituality is so fundamental for us, and this is a part of our life because we know that it's important to have a power above you that can help you lead your life in a way that is in conformity with the God that created us. That's what it's all for us. Yeah.
Awesome. Carol?
Yeah. Je pourrais ajouter que la spiritualité pour un être humain est vraiment importante. Pour moi, j'ai vraiment eu ma vraie rencontre avec le Seigneur à 18 ans. J'ai été élevée catholique par mes parents, mais à 18 ans, j'ai rencontré le Seigneur. J'ai eu cet appel et j'ai eu une connexion différente avec Dieu, avec notre Créateur. Et donc, je ne peux pas vivre sans Dieu. Nous ne vivons pas sans Dieu. Nous avons le Seigneur au quotidien dans notre vie, Charles et moi aujourd'hui. Et voilà, pour nous, c'est ce qui compte et c'est l'héritage que nous pourrons laisser à nos enfants parce qu'ils le connaissent, parce que nous le servons. Et c'est la place qu'a la spiritualité dans notre vie au quotidien, la présence de Dieu.
And Carol just said, like, no, Lord, God is so important in her life. And she was raised in a Catholic family. And when she turned 18, she accepted Christ in her life. And since that time, she hasn't looked back, and she's been growing spiritually, in leaps and bounds. And then now she wants to share that with her children. We want to share that with our children because it's important for us to also have that spiritual connection. And everything that she does boils down around spirituality. The training that she does with women, the coaching she gives to them, it's all about spirituality because this is the foundation of any success.
Awesome. And so I asked our dynamic duo about their favorite song, and I came up with this. This is the song that they said was their favorite song. So can you tell us a little bit about why this is your favorite song? And I want to hear from both of you.
Let me just, you want to start? Go ahead.
Victory. It's like victoire in French. Alors, les paroles de cette chanson viennent nous chercher parce que c'est ce que nous avons traversé, c'est au point où nous sommes aujourd'hui et nous savons que ça va continuer parce que c'est la victoire pour nous. Après avoir traversé so many struggles in our life, aujourd'hui, on a été élevés, on a été relevés simplement par la puissance de Dieu. Et c'est pour nous un cri du cœur et c'est la gratitude que nous pouvons avoir pour notre Dieu, pour notre Créateur.
And the title says it all, victory.
Yeah.
No, we finally got a victory because we went through some difficult times. Mm-hmm. and it was quite difficult for us to know how to pull out of it, but we managed because God always gives you victory. God is the God that never fails. Sometimes God takes you through some challenging times for you to be able to demonstrate what you're capable of doing if you are resilient. And I think that we both showed that we had time to reflect on our situation before we actually met, for us to ask ourselves the right questions, to know what we wanted to do, what we're ready to accept in the next relationship if God so wanted, and also for us to know what we're not ready to accept anymore. So victory, this song is so powerful because it's just praising the Lord and then saying thank you to the Lord for the victory that He gives us, that He's given us, also giving to so many people out there.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we have a special treat for you tonight that we want to share with you. Okay, so let's look at this. And now we don't own the rights to this, but we want to share this with you.
Double heavenly blessings now him I dey receive. Yeah. God, your grace and mercy is always to follow me. Yeah. He has given me victory. He has given me victory. Hallelujah. If Jesus has given you
Victory.
victory,
Put a number 3 in the comments. If you've got the victory, put a number 3 in the comment.
Come,
Number
let's
3.
dance, let's give him praises now. Because of Jesus, every day now check out double, heavenly blessings now him I dey receive.
Oh, hey.
God, your grace and mercy is always the follow.
The victory. That's right.
Thank you.
So
That's
great.
right, folks.
I love it.
If you have victory in your life, go ahead and put down a number 3 in the comment block below that you have victory. And so that's a part of what Charles and Carol brings to the earth plane. Victory. A simple song of praise, a simple dance of praise, but a powerful message. So with that being said, looks like we got a lot of 3s. Phyllis got a 3 in there. Vanita got a 3. All right, fantastic. Miss Dorothy, Phyllis, let's go back there. Miss Camille, good to see you, Miss Camille. Angela says she love it, love it, love it. So fantastic. So we don't own the rights to that music. And so why don't you go right there, go to YouTube and grab this song, Victory. You will be happy that you did. I've got the information for you right there. There's the credits. Go and grab that song. Angela said, very powerful song. Victory is mine. That's right. Victory is yours. So thank you both for sharing that piece of information with us.
You're welcome.
We really love that. So let's talk a bit more about your program. I know you have a program that's in place to help folks help themselves ignite and take flight in every area of their life. So tell us a little bit more about your program.
Le programme que je propose aux femmes qui ont besoin de restauration personnelle ou restauration au sein de leur couple, est basé d'abord sur mon expérience personnelle, mais aussi sur ce cours que j'ai pris auprès de coachs pour accompagner les femmes qui ont besoin de restauration dans leur couple. La vie de couple n'est pas facile, mais il est possible d'avoir du bonheur. Il suffit de volonté, mais il y a des clés qu'il faut connaître et qu'il faut appliquer. Et c'est ces clés que je partage et que je donne aux femmes. Préparer aussi les jeunes filles au mariage. Alors, le contenu du programme, il y a une partie de spiritualité, beaucoup de spiritualité, parce que c'est la base fondamentale. Et également, toutes les clés qui sont basées donc, sur le respect. Mais j'offre vraiment ce programme aux femmes. Et j'accompagne aussi les femmes qui veulent devenir entrepreneurs, leur donner les clés pour pouvoir se réaliser enfin.
In a program, she gives some keys to people, to women who want to be restored, women who are going through some challenging time, women who want to start again. She gives them what they need to be able to do just that. But she also gives training to young girls who wants to start a new relationship, starting to a new relationship, to show them how to start it and not to make mistakes that us older people have made, for them to be able to avoid that, to learn from our experience, from her experience, and also for her to help them, especially for women who wants to go into business, to give them the keys as well to do that. Because she started it, she's doing it, she's a successful businesswoman, and she wants also women to be just as successful as she is. And that's basically what she does.
Awesome. I love it. And so if you need to be restored, you need to start again, and you want to be able to kind of sidestep some things, some pitfalls that you really don't have to fall into, well, now is your time to reach out to Coach P, because Coach Carol, she can help you. She can help you with that. All you have to do is reach out. And so later on during this broadcast, we're going to let you know how to reach out to Coach Carol. And not only are we going to let you find out how to reach out to Coach Carol, we're going to also let you find out how to reach out and get your own trilogy book as well. So let's talk also about, I'd like you, if you would, tell our viewers about and now we getting ready to put Mr. Charles in the hot seat, everybody. Can we put Mr. Charles in the hot seat? If we could put Mr. Charles in the hot seat, go ahead and put number 4 in the comment block below. Put number 4 in the comment block below. And go ahead, Carol, put your 4 in. I'm gonna put my 4 in. All right. So put your number 4 in the comment block below, and we gonna put Mr. Charles in the hot seat. Okay. Oh. I love it. I love it. All right, here we go. Oh, and before we put him in the hot seat, I've got to thank you, Miss Carol. Phyllis from North Carolina says, thank you for your work for women and girls. It is much needed.
You're very welcome, Phyllis.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. And then right after that, she put a 4. So Angie's putting Charles in the hot seat. Vanita Murray's putting Charles in the hot seat. So we're going to go right to the hot seat with Mr. Charles, because we want you, if you would, to tell our viewers a little bit more about this Africa, about the Africa, a heaven on earth continent. What, first of all, tell us what it is and what inspired you to do that.
Now, I look at my continent, Africa. It's a beautiful continent, not only in terms of, because the way people see Africa as a term of going on a safari and all that, Africa is more than that. Africa is a continent where people are wonderful. People have such good heart. And for me to see the state of Africa today really got my attention. And I thought it was important for me to raise people awareness, not only African, but also the rest of the world, about Africa as a heaven and earth continent. This concept actually came, I was on a program in Toronto some 2 years ago. And there was a good friend of mine, it's called Martin Ruther from Canada as well. He came to present about his heaven on earth concept. And as we were talking, he was asking if there's someone who had a project that would be impactful to people, not for themselves, but for people around them. And I came up, I presented my program. That was through the Greatness Trilogy. And I said, okay, I wanted also through that program, the Greatness Trilogy, to see how I can educate people in Africa, to bring them the information they need in order for them to become independent, to become really independent, to really start thinking about, from their own standpoint. And I also brought in the idea that Africa, for me, based on that heaven on earth concept, that Africa is a heaven on earth continent, because Africa is so powerful. Like experts say, Africa is the economy of the future. And what I want today, I want Africans, people who live on the continent, to reconcile themselves with the motherland, because the land of Africa has been quiet for so many centuries. It's time for us, it's time for her children to stand up and come and wipe her tears, because it's time for Africans to say that this continent is ours. We are standing on the rich, powerful, and spiritual land. It's up to us to make Africa what she's going to become, not anybody from outside of the continent. And when I talk about Africa here, it's not just about people who are born on the continent. It could be people like you, Lotus. If Africa is born in you, you are an African. It doesn't matter. So people who can contribute to the development of Africa, to the emancipation of Africa, they're both welcome in this concept. This is why Africa is a heaven on earth continent, very welcoming, very warm and loving.
Awesome. So I have something for you all, and many of you know I always have a secret sauce, a secret sauce, if you will. I always talk about some secret sauce. I always want to give some secret sauce. So guess what? Tonight, I'm staying true, as always, to what I do. And I'm going to give you some secret sauce. Now, see, Mr. Charles is very modest, but I happen to have some information, not only about what he's done here in Canada, but also some things that he's done in Africa, because he doesn't only talk the talk, he walks the walk. So can you tell us, Mr. Charles, about Africa Day?
Oh, wow. So you got that. Okay,
Oh
good.
yeah, I got it.
So this is something that I got through, I was talking to a friend of mine, and I want to actually honor him right now. Is Dr. Clyde Rivers.
Yes.
It's a powerful man. And then we're talking about, Africa, heaven on earth continent.
Mm-hmm.
And he was asking me, what is it that you think you can do for Africa? What is it that you can come up with that's going to stay in people's memory forever, for all African and for all people, for whom Africa is born in them? And I thought, we looked around and we just mastermind, and then I came up with this idea of the Global Africa Day.
Yes.
And I decided to get approval for it.
Yes.
And to make sure that every 26th of each year, every 26th of June of each year,
yes,
this day will be celebrated. And this is
yes.
going to be the occasion for us to showcase Africa through her leaders, through all sportsmen and women, all the people who make a difference on this continent. We actually help raise the flag of Africa high, for them
Yes.
to be able to be there, to do something, to give speech, to explain what Africa means to them. Because this is a concept, this is a day for all African and for all people who have Africa born in them. So this is just like, I'm so excited about it, because it's something that's going to be great. It's going to start, we're going to celebrate the first day next year on June 26, 2021. So I want to pull in all the resources, all the people who want to contribute to that. Please just make yourself available. Come through this platform, through Lotus, to let them know. If you're interested, contact me directly so we can see what you can do for this beautiful continent.
Yes, awesome. I love it. I love it. And so, I have some secret sauce always somewhere, but I've also got more secret sauce, because Coach Carol, you are helping women all around the world to be their very, very best. And I know I always say great mentors need great mentors. So we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to ask you, Coach Carol, to give us two women who have inspired you. And we want you to tell us why they've inspired you. And to our viewers out there, who's inspired you? Put one or two people in the comment of who inspired you. Because again, this week I've been talking about the way we think, thinking outside of the box, thinking and growing rich. And today we're talking about the trilogy, not just any trilogy, but the Greatness Trilogy. The Greatness Trilogy. And in our Greatness Trilogies, we always have people who are doing great things in our lives to help us be great. So we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come right back. Be right back. Virtual professional services. General virtual assistance. Social media marketing and management. Graphic design and video editing. Video creation. Lotus Crochet Ignites, along with website development. Get yours today. Get your Zoom and StreamYard training. Contact us today. Awesome. So, of course, you can reach out to Lotus Crochet Ignites, where we can help you ignite and take flight in the social media management, the virtual professional assistance, and almost anything that has to do with you and your niche as an entrepreneur. But for those of you that's just joining us, I have a superb dynamic duo with me tonight, all the way from Canada. They are here and they are clear about our topic tonight, and we are talking about the Greatness Trilogy. Charles and Carol, you've been splendid. And guess what, folks? We had a twist tonight because what we did in two parts. Miss Carol spoke in French, and Charles was able to translate for us. Because, like I said, come on in, and get in where you're fitting, because I've always got room around my table for you. Why? Because I'm bringing inspiration to every nation, but I'm not alone tonight. We are bringing inspiration to every nation. So, of course, before we went out, we had a few people. We asked them who's inspiring them, because the question to Carol was, who is inspiring her? Who's inspired her and why? And so before we get into that, I'm gonna go right to our viewers. We always like to engage our viewers. So Angela said, my mom and my grandmothers are her inspiration. Vaughn said, my mother and Maya Angelou. All right, me too, with Maya Angelou and my mom too. And Brandy B. Hey, Brandy B, good to see you. Let us know where you're coming in from, Brandy B. Brandy B says, my daughters and grandmother. So that is awesome. So Phyllis, let us know who's inspiring you. And everybody out there, let us know who's inspiring you. Because if you don't remember who's inspiring you to keep going, when times get tough, what are you going to have to lean on to keep going? You should hear their gentle voice in your ear, letting you know you can keep going. There you go. Dorothy Ross said, Lotus and Patricia in this season. Well, thank you so much. I'm happy to inspire you in that way. So, Carol, you are back in the hot seat, and we want to know who inspires you and why.
I'm going to say my mother first, and Mother Teresa. Alors, je dirais premièrement ma mère, qui a son âme, elle n'est plus de ce monde, et Mère Teresa. Pourquoi ma maman? Pour cette femme merveilleuse qu'elle a été. Elle nous a remplis d'amour. C'est une femme qui a eu beaucoup de résilience en elle. Elle, à 13 ans, elle n'avait plus son père ni sa mère. Et elle a fait son devoir de fille aînée pour élever toute seule ses deux petites sœurs. Donc, à 16 ans, elle a dû arrêter d'étudier pour s'occuper de ses petites sœurs. Alors, c'est une femme qui vraiment m'a beaucoup inspirée.
Like Carol said, that she got inspired. She's inspired by two women, her mother and Mother Teresa. And the reason why she was inspired by her mom, because her mom was the incarnation of resilience. Now, when she was 13 years old, she lost her mom, and she has to take care of the two siblings, the two younger sisters. And she has to start working when she was very young. And she always had love in her heart. No matter what she went through, she remained strong. And she knew how to provide for her younger kids until she met her father, and she got married to her. And today, of course, she passed away. But she was a beautiful soul, and she will always remember her.
Alors, maman, là d'où tu es, je t'aime, je te le dis encore. Et
like she said, okay, for mom, for wherever you are right now, now she shows you in heaven, I love you very much, I will always will.
Alors, l'héritage qu'elle m'a laissé, c'est toutes ces valeurs, ces grandes valeurs que je suis capable aujourd'hui de partager avec mes filles et avec les femmes de ce monde.
And then, of course, her legacy, I just know that power she had in her, all the knowledge that she had, that she can today share with her own daughters, because Carol has two daughters today. That's even more. She has her daughters, and also with the women that she coaches today. She wants to share that legacy with them.
Now, Mère Teresa.
That's awesome.
Teresa. Maintenant, je vais passer à Mère Teresa. Pourquoi Mère Teresa? Mère Teresa est une femme qui a donné toute sa vie à partager, à aider le monde, avoir ce cœur de service pour les autres, sans rien avoir vraiment. Mais le peu qu'elle pouvait obtenir comme aide, elle le donnait avec cœur. Et ça fait de cette femme vraiment une icône dans le monde. Et aujourd'hui, je suis vraiment inspirée par cette femme parce que je veux avoir ce même cœur de service. J'ai comme cet appel de partager le savoir que j'ai. J'ai cet appel d'accompagner celles qui ont besoin de moi et je suis présente.
The other person who inspired her was his mother, Teresa. Why did she got inspired by that woman? Because she's a woman who just decided to help people around her without asking much. She's agreed to be with people who were in need, people who were poor, in order for her to show that, it's important to have a heart of service. And her, Carol, she wants to have the same heart of service, to be able to open the ears of her heart for us to be able to listen to the crowd of people out there, especially women who need help, who need support, and for her to be able to be there, to give maybe one word that's going to help them stand up again and say, yes, I can still walk.
Whew, that's powerful. If that's powerful for you, put a number 5 in the comment block below. If that's powerful, because great mentors need great mentors, and we can't become great mentors unless we have great mentors. And we must be ever present in the knowledge of those who have come before us to help us become who we are today. And so Coach Carol, she is a wife, she's a mother, she's a grandmother, she's the founder of the Academy of Divine Couple Builders, ABCD. She's a life coach, and she specializes in restoration and development of couples. And of course, her phenomenal husband, he is the CEO of the Greatness Trilogy. He's an author, and he's the creator of Global Africa Day. And I have the esteemed pleasure to have both of them as my guests tonight. And I see some 5s coming in from all over. And I saw Miss Brandy B said, coming at you from Maryland. So happy to have you here, Miss Brandy B. And thank you so much, Angela. I saw that you said it's powerful. It's powerful. And many of you put 5s in there. So thank you so much, because we just want to make sure that you tracking, because the next thing we're going to talk about as we begin to close, because we are already past the top of the hour. It got so good, y'all. It got so good. I took my eye. I took my eye off the clock. I couldn't help it. I got a power couple here. So we want to know what makes you happy. Mr. Charles, I want you to go first, and then I want Coach Carol to go. What makes you happy?
Thank you so much for this question, because it's something that really touches me a lot. Because for me, to feel happiness for me is the fact that just waking up in the morning and know that I have another day where I can make a difference.
Yes.
And that's so important. This is why, for me, spirituality has a fundamental place in my life, because for me, everything just evolves around spirituality. This is the strength that allows me to stand up in the morning when I wake up and I say to God, Lord, thank you so much for another day. And I pray that you take control of the day. This is how it starts. And my happiness starts from there. And once I put everything in the hands of God, I know that I have nothing to fear. I can walk through any difficulty, any obstacle, and I can always go through it. So for me, what makes me happy is the presence of God in my life.
Awesome, awesome. Coach Carol, what you got for us?
My new life with my lovely husband.
That's right, because you guys recently got married, right?
This is another reason for us to be happy as a couple.
As a couple.
Yes.
So fantastic.
And before you go on, I watched their wedding, folks, and I've got to bring you guys back for the love story, because Charles was crying that day with so much joy and love. And so, folks, we're not going to give it all the secret sauce to you. We're going to bring them back for the secret sauce. But for now, we want to know what makes Coach Carol happy.
Thank you for the question. Alors, c'est les petites choses de la vie. Comme l'a dit Charles, se lever le matin et voir que tous nos sens sont en fonction, le soleil qui se lève, mais avoir vraiment du bon temps, des moments privilégiés, j'appelle, avec ma famille, avec nos enfants, avec nos petits-enfants. Voilà, se mettre à quatre pattes et jouer avec nos petits-enfants, c'est Pour moi, c'est vraiment le bonheur des autres qui fait mon bonheur. Je ne suis pas heureuse tant que je ne vois pas les gens autour de moi heureux, en santé, joyeux, gais. C'est ce qui fait mon bonheur, vraiment. Les petites choses de la vie à partager ensemble.
What makes Coach Carol happy is just the little things of life. To play with the grandchildren, to play with them, just to go like, on the floor and just playing with them. And also to have this family connection. That's so important because there's nothing like family to feel happiness. And also, of course, when she wakes up in the morning to say thank you to the Lord for another day, for her to be able to stand up and say, I can continue the plan that God has for me and to be grateful for that. So this is what happiness is for her.
Wow, that's powerful. So if you are happy and you are grateful, put in the comment in one word, if you can keep it to one word, what brings you happiness? What brings you happiness? Because it's unequivocal. We have to be the masters of our own happiness. People come into our lives not to make us happy, but to add to our happiness. And Brandy B said, I love that. And then we have Miss Phyllis. She said, making a difference. Awesome. And you're awesome too. And that's right. I got my heart up there. And Vaughn said her family. Brandy said inner peace. Angie said love. So what makes you happy? We're going to give you a couple of minutes or a couple of seconds to join us and telling us what makes you happy, because I got some more secret sauce before we head out. And I got to tell you, I'm just going to ask this question because I know before I go to a quick break, before we wrap up, Coach Carol, I know that you are the co-founder with Mr. Charles of the Elati. Am I saying it right? And if I'm not,
Elatili.
Okay, Elatili collection. It's a line of African clothing. And so when we come back, before we close, I want you to tell us what it is, how people can get to it, and then I want you to let us know what's next. So if you want to know why you're taking this time to put in the comment, what makes you happy, we're going to take a quick break and come back and talk about the Elati collection. It's a line of African clothing by my phenomenal guest. We'll be right back. Get prepared to grab your apparel from the Elati African Line Collection, coming to you really soon. Elati. Get your handbags. You always want to have the right handbag to go with the right outfit. Elati Collection. Just when you thought we were finished, well, no, we've got some accessories. Get your necklace or your ring or even your bracelet and definitely your bag from this African beautiful Elati collection. It's here for you, coming to you. So make sure you check this out. You can walk on over into Elati with our footwear collection. That's right. We've got you covered from head to toe. It's your one-stop shop. And after you're finished shopping for your adornments for your body, we've got your kitchen collection. That's right. Get yours now. So, folks, you know, I told you I had some secret sauce.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So, very quickly, feeling loved. We got some comments. Feeling loved, knowing that the Most High has a hope and future for me, from Phyllis. And Dorothy says, whole and satisfied with life and people, so that I can enjoy my family. And Vanita says, circle of friends. Amen. And I'm so happy that I have my circle of friends right here. And we just showed you their upcoming line of African apparel. And also, if you need something for your kitchen, let them in and they'll help you get your kitchen clicking. So, as we close, can you give us a brief description of this line that you're getting ready to bring out to the world? Tell us a little bit about it.
Comme vous l'avez vu, c'est une ligne de vêtements africains pour femmes, hommes, enfants, avec des accessoires pour d'accompagnement pour les vêtements et également pour la cuisine et tout ce qui est case de lunettes.
Donc, like you just saw, this is a line of fashion. This is going to cover, clothing for women, for men, for children as well. And I can see there's also some accessories from there, and also for kitchenware, everything that you need actually for your kitchen, for yourself, like you said yourself, having something from head to toes. So everything is there for people who want to have a taste African.
Yes. And so thank you for sharing that. So those of you that have joined the show, we have had a wonderful time. I always have some secret sauce. Even sometimes the guests don't know what the secret sauce is going to be. But I want to share this with you too, just in case you don't know this. Mr. Charles is also very well known for business civility. As you know, you can see here before you, it says the art of productive and sustainable business. Mr. Charles, he is the World Civility Ambassador and founder, as we said earlier, of Global Africa Day. So don't forget to get in touch with Mr. Charles if you're interested in being a part of Global Africa Day, and he will be glad to help you. And don't forget, again, he is the World Civility Ambassador. So thank you. All right. So with that said, as we begin to wrap up, what's next? What else do you guys have going on?
Yes, sure. Yeah.
Can we come back to Elateli? Because I didn't finish on it.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Just to say that it's gonna be a shop online. Ça sera une boutique en ligne.
Yes.
Qui n'a pas pu voir le jour à cause de la pandémie que nous avons traversée. Alors, elle sera disponible en 2021.
Yes.
And so, it's going to be online. People will be able to buy whatever product they want online. Of course, it couldn't happen because of the pandemic. So now that hopefully we're going to go, slowly go out of it. And then that's something that we're working on. It's going to be out pretty soon. And then people will be able to see beautiful African clothing. Yeah.
So that's online shopping. And for those of you that's just coming on, as you know, we're about to wrap up the show, but we can't go because Coach Carol said, can we go back to that? And I said, yes, we can. So we're going back to it. Here you go. Are you ready for an online shopping experience that you don't want to miss with a latte? Guess what? It's coming to a computer near you because you can shop online. Get your female fashions, and we also have fashions for men to get in where they fit in. That's right. Get your apparel right here, or you're going to be able to go online and make sure you get in touch with my guests and grab your handbags. You always need a beautiful handbag to go along with your blazing outfit. Now, these are one-of-a-kind items. You're not going to have to walk into a place and wonder if someone else is wearing what you're wearing, because 9 times out of 10, that's not going to happen. And then when you get in where you're fitting, get you some accessories to go around your neck, your arm, and maybe even a ring. Maybe they want to put a ring on it. And don't forget your stylish handbags for young women as well, and your eyeglass cases just in case you need some specs. Oh, but we aren't finished yet. We've got your footwear. We want to drape you down from head to toe. So go ahead and get your footwear, A latte collection. All right, it's time to eat. So come with me and get your kitchen collection from a latte. You can shop online. All right, fantastic.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Fantastic. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So as we wrap up, I want to know your words of wisdom. What words of wisdom do you want to leave with our viewers tonight?
Je veux parler aux femmes et aux hommes. Peu importe les difficultés que vous traversez dans la vie, que vous pouvez rencontrer dans votre vie. Je ne sais pas à quel point vous en êtes aujourd'hui.
What she wants to bring to men and women out there is like, no matter what you're going through, she doesn't know what you're going through right now, but no matter what it is, it's possible for you always to rebound and to start again from scratch.
Il y a de la lumière pour vous au bout du tunnel. C'est une question de volonté.
There's a light at the end of a tunnel. There's always the possibility for you to stand up and start again. There's no room for despair.
Tant que vous avez le souffle de vie, c'est que la mission pour laquelle votre Créateur vous a mis sur la terre n'est pas accomplie.
As long as you have the breath of life, the life of God in you, it means that you still have something to give to this world, and it's not over for you until you accomplish your mission.
Vous êtes une créature merveilleuse. Vous avez toutes les fonctionnalités en vous.
You were beautifully created by God, and you got everything that it takes for you to be able to succeed on this planet.
N'abandonnez jamais.
Never give up.
Just believe.
Just believe in yourself.
Et tournez-vous vers cette force qui vous prend de matin jusqu'au soir pour avancer, pour vous relever. Et sachez que c'est une question de volonté. Est-ce que vous voulez rester au point où vous en êtes aujourd'hui, ou vous sentez en vous ce plus qui peut faire de vous une meilleure personne, qui peut vous permettre de vivre une meilleure vie?
And always turn to that power above you, the power of God in you, in order for you to be able to rebound for any situation you're going through. And also believe in yourself, because you're capable of doing that. It's a decision that you make for yourself, and only you can make that decision.
Personne ne peut le faire à votre place.
Nobody can do it for you.
Alors, c'est aujourd'hui, c'est maintenant, parce que le passé est derrière vous, le futur, vous ne le connaissez pas, c'est aujourd'hui. Prenez-en la décision.
The time is now, is today. Your past is behind you. Get inspiration from the past. Learn from the lessons of the past. The future you can't control. What matters is now, this moment, right now. So take advantage of it.
Vous avez droit à l'abondance. J'ai droit à l'abondance. Nous avons tous droit à l'abondance. L'abondance n'est pas seulement financière, mais c'est la guérison, c'est la réconciliation avec quelqu'un à qui on n'a pas parlé depuis longtemps. Alors prenez votre part parce qu'elle vous appartient.
We all deserve to be abundant in this life. You know, abundance not only financial, but it also could be just the fact that you get a reconciliation with a friend, with a member of your family. And just all those little things make a difference, because we all are entitled to be abundant in this life.
Alors faites le choix de bien vous entourer, de continuer à croire que tout est possible à celui qui croit. Que Dieu vous bénisse.
And just surround yourself with the right people, still believing that not everything is possible when you are under cover of God. And I bless you all today. Thank you.
Awesome. Fantastic. And folks, my words of wisdom to you tonight is no matter what you do or how you do it in excellence and always do it with God leading you. And now some people may say, well, Lotus, I don't believe in God. And what I say to people is, that's okay, whatever you believe in. But I know that you have belief in something because we came from energy and we all have that energy in us. However we identify it, however we show up in the world, I tell you this, in order for you to be brilliant, in order for you to be great, in order for you to have the Greatness Trilogy within you, you have to show up. So always show up. And so with that said, I'm super happy for my guest tonight. And I just want to say to both Charles and Coach Carol, thank you so much for being on the show tonight. I am humbly honored to have you here. And I look forward to bringing you back so we could tell your love story. So with that being said, thank you so much. And thank all of you for sticking in there with us and hanging in there. And also, you got a lot of folks saying that you have beautiful products. So we're looking forward to you guys. Don't just talk about it, be about it. Go ahead and get your products from Coach Carol and Mr. Charles. Get your Indian, or not Indian, but get your African apparel, because there's no finer you than the you that you see in the mirror. So with that being said, again, I want to thank you again for being here with us tonight. I wish you a hearty good night, and I'll see you again on Monday with more news that you can use. Have a good night. Thank you to my phenomenal guests.
Mes femmes et mes hommes de valeur, bonjour. Je voudrais vous parler aujourd'hui d'un sujet qui me tient à cœur et que je sais qui intéressera nombreux d'entre vous. C'est l'autosabotage en amour.
Are you a motivational speaker?